Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Normally every Wednesday is New Comic Day, but this week everything's a little late, so today is that day. And I'm here to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week, but as always there's lots of great stuff to talk about. Going to start with the DC guys, because this is your last week of Convergence. This is Convergence number 8 of 8. This sort of wraps up the whole thing, except that it will probably change the DCU forever. There's, of course, 10 other Convergence tie-ins. Action Comics, Wonder Woman fighting Power Girl is always cool. Blue Beetle, my book of the week. You can read more about that in our newsletter. Love me some Ted Kord. Booster Gold, my other book of the week, because, well, I love me some Booster Gold. And Dan Jurgens is one of the most underrated writers in comics. Love you, Dan. Crime Syndicate, super cool. Detective Comics with Red Sun Superman. All this Convergence stuff has caught a lot of people off guard in a very good way. Been picking up in sales more and more every week. Infinity Inc., Justice Society, so you can get a little more Hawkman. I know you've been missing some Hawkman, as well as Plastic Man. No one ever gets enough Plastic Man, am I right? And Shazam, the other big surprise hit of all of this. I don't think DC understands how much everybody loves old Captain Marvel. And World's Finest wraps up your Convergence stuff. But don't think that's all DC's got for you. Batman 66 with Solomon Grundy and Clayface. How cool is that? Cool Mike Allred cover there. And Sandman Overture number 5. As always, better late than never. Everybody loves Neil Gaiman. We're a big Neil Gaiman shop. Everybody loves Sandman. If for some reason you've been on the moon and don't know that this is the prequel to the all-time great series, you need to grab the other 4 issues in this week's number 5, because Neil is all-time great. Big week for the Marvel guys. All this Secret War stuff is just crazy. I think there's 8 of them this week. This is Inferno number 1. That's your X-Men book of the week. Infinity Gauntlet, which needs no introduction because everybody knows what's going on with this and the Avengers movies and blah, blah, blah. Inhumans, another big surprise hit. MODOK, sort of the funny book of the whole mess. Old Man Logan. This is definitely book of the week this week. The original series was huge. This is going to be huge. I hope you're already in line at your favorite comic shop. Otherwise, you might miss this and have to wait till next week, because everybody and their mother called me yesterday and said, put that in my sub box. Good stuff. Secret Wars 2099. All this 2099 stuff has been huge as well. If you're a Miles Morales fan, or I'm sorry, he's the other guy. If you're the Spider-Man 2099 fan, you want to pick that up. Secret Wars Journal. And Where Monsters Dwell rounds out your Secret Wars stuff. If you don't know much about Where Monsters Dwell, it was an old school book back in the 50s and 60s. Cool, fun, time traveling goodness there. Great week for the Marvel guys. But don't think it's all Secret Wars. Uncanny Avengers Ultron Forever wraps up that 3-part series. All new Hawkeye. Book is huge. Maybe you're still waiting for the last series to finish. You should just give up on that and get up on all new Hawkeye, because I don't think the other one's ever going to end. Black Widow, Marvel's latest movie star. Iron Fist, Marvel's next TV star. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. Love me some Danny Rand. And Nova rounds out your Marvel stuff. A lot more going on than just the Secret Wars things. Great week for my friends at Dark Horse. You know I never miss a chance to talk up Mike Mignola, Frankenstein Underground. Love the art, love the cool, creepy horror aspect of everything Mignola does. Hellboy, BPRD, Lobster Johnson, Abe Sapien, Frankenstein Underground. It never ends. Fight Club 2, number 1. This is the sequel to the super cool movie done here in comic form. Dark Horse does a lot of cool stuff like this. That's why I'm always talking up Dark Horse, because not enough of you have their books on your list. Everybody should have a Dark Horse book. And Conan the Avenger, another great property that Dark Horse has, along with Tomb Raider that's out this week. Love the job they do with their Conan stuff. Big week for the Image, guys. I know you're reading Walking Dead. Maybe you don't know that Robert Kirkman does a superhero book as well. This is called Invincible. It labels itself as the best superhero comic in the universe. And, well, some might say that's true. He also has a book called The Outcast. That's probably already on your sub list. Deadly Class from my man Rick Remender is probably your Image book of the week. Unless Invisible Republic is your Image book of the week. And Material is your first issue, gotta have it, Image book. Fun stuff from those guys. John Carter, Warlord of Mars. It's my Dynamite book because I love me some John Carter, Warlord of Mars. If you're one of those people that hated on the movie without seeing it, see it because it's actually really cool. Classic sci-fi stuff. TMNT, The Mighty Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is my IDW book of the week. Divinity is my Valiant book of the week because, like Dark Horse, not enough of you have Valiant books on your list. Everybody should have one of these. Divinity is cool. Rye is one of the best books they do. Check out Valiant because it's awesome. And as always, a great week for the all ages stuff. Love me some Simpsons comics and the great job Bongo does with all of this. Everybody loves Bart. And the Powerpuff Girls mashup with Dexter's Lab. Love me some PPG. IDW does a great job with all their all ages stuff. Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, all kinds of good fun. Lots of great stuff this week, so check those shipping lists. Get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to mention the Milpitas International Barbecue is this weekend. We're going to have a booth there. There's going to be all kinds of great food, fun, music. Can read all about it in our newsletter. Go to the link for the Milpitas International Barbecue. Read all about it. Going to be super, super tons of fun. Big time local summer event. So get on down here, eat some good grub, and come by the Black Cat booth and say, hey, what's up? Grab a free comic. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook or on our cool YouTube channel, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.